just got done taking your CDL test. How'd it go?
Good.
What happened?
Just went in, got it done.
How'd your pre-trip go?
Really good. Just kept my nerves under control and wasn't actually nervous at all once I got talking with the guy and just kind of fun with it.
What about the driving?
Driving was really good. Just one little small thing. And
What was that?
in the pre-trip, he was reading through their spiel and told me all crosswalks and stop lines, make sure to stop at, and came to a crosswalk at a roundabout, and it seemed kind of foolish. I was like, well, better be safe than sorry, and so I stopped at the crosswalk at the roundabout, and they just said it was kind of a misunderstanding.
Okay. So do you think you got docked for that, or they talk about it afterwards?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay. Otherwise, what about like backing and all that stuff? Was it easier or harder than what you practiced?
Way easier. We practiced really tight quarters, and when I did it, it was miles of them.
So for those that are looking to get their license or practicing or training, anything like that, what would be your advice looking back?
Get somebody to teach you that really knows what they're talking about.
Okay.
And just when you're practicing, make sure you're really thorough, looking all over the place. And when you're doing your backings and everything, just make everything that's a little bit smaller than what regulation is. So then it's when you get easy at or comfortable with that, when you do your test, it's all really easy.
Okay. Anything you want to say to those out there that are going through what you started 2 weeks ago?
It seems really overwhelming, a lot of stuff to remember. I had a really hard time trying to remember stuff, but when I really got down into doing it, it was really simple. And when I took my test, it was a breeze.
Okay, perfect. What are you working on here today?
I'm working on 90-degree backing.
Okay. What are some key points that you've learned?
Is that I got to start turning the opposite way to bring the trailer back around, more gradual. If that makes sense.
Like, you're creating more of a rainbow coming into it.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't just kind of turn my wheels this way and then the trailer goes this way.
You're not doing a jackknife.
Yeah. Exactly.
Okay. So you're bringing it in gradual. Now, when you're bringing it in gradual, what are you watching, or what things have you found that help you read where the trailer's going in relation to the cones in the parking spot?
I was looking at the farthest back point on the trailer on the driver's side. That's what I was looking at. And I kind of look at the cone and then look at that as I'm like backing up into it.
So you're going back and forth between the two?
Yeah. I'm basically just looking for, as looking at the cone, looking at the back of the trailer and the speed that it's coming in. If it's coming in too fast, then I, obviously taper the wheel off a little bit. That's all I'm looking at, honestly, is just the speed. And it helps with backing up the trailer too before.
Right. Are you making like one correction and then going 10 feet, or are you making a bunch of little corrections constantly?
I think probably a bunch of little corrections constantly.
So it's back and forth the entire way in, and as you get closer, it starts to fall into place?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. How do I make it not grind?
Slow down.
Slow down. That's the worst advice I've ever heard.
Okay, so as far as slowing down, what you want to do is come to a stop. Are you releasing the clutch in between? Like you're pushing the clutch in, pulling it out of gear, then clutch comes back up? Keep the pedal down.
Keep it going.
Yep, and then just pull out and go into first. Because what's happening is you're letting the clutch back up, the transmission's engaging, the flywheel starts spinning, then you've got to slow the flywheel down, and all you're doing is burning up your clutch brake. Those are expensive.
Polishing the gears.
No, stop listening to people on YouTube and quit running over my curb. Three points of contact.
3 points contact, shut the door. One more time and then we'll move on to the next thing. Hi everybody, so you just took your permit test after training with Derek for how long?
I would say a week.
It was probably a week.
It was a solid
but it was
week,
about
yeah.
2 weeks that we were actually training. Like,
Yeah, I was like just a little hour, a few hours here and there and whatnot.
Yep.
We took it with our Peterbilt 384 and our tag trailer. How did it go?
It went good. The first time I wasn't able to take my driving test, but I took it today again and passed, so 100% pass.
Nice. What was it? Was he dock you for anything?
Yeah, for turning into the wrong lane twice, unfortunately.
Other than that, was it basically perfect?
Yeah.
So would you say D-Rack here did a pretty good job of teaching
oh
you?
yeah.
I thought
he was asking.
Oh, he thinks he did.
I thought he was asking me.
Okay, let me ask you this. Did you know not to, so when you're if it's one lane and you're turning right, you got to end up in the next right lane. Did you know that you shouldn't have been over in the left lane?
I knew that, but by the time I realized that, it was
too late.
It was too late, yeah.
Or right, Derek, if you turn right and you end up in the far lane, just blinker into the right lane right away, or keep the blinker on and keep going.
No. So the proper way that he should have done that, like in real life and on his test, is if you realize that you're too far, double check your inside mirror and then continue and finish on the inside lane.
Right.
So if it's clear,
continually turn
go.
into the right lane.
Yeah. But like as a professional driver, your job is to make sure that it's clear, and your job is to like do what you're supposed to do.
Right.
But if a car is cutting underneath, then your job is to do safety.
Right. Then stay in the left lane.
Stay in the lane.
But overall, it was easier than you thought, maybe, or a little harder.
Yeah, it's definitely easier than I expected, but it definitely didn't come without the hard work, dedication.
Right. Beforehand.
Yeah, beforehand, 100%.
Right. Sweet. I'm excited.
Me too.
Now I'm next. Derek is. I know he's a little nervous with me, but I don't know why. But we're gonna go grab some lunch and then go take.
The reason I'm nervous with you is because the most common phrase you used was, "Hey, buddy, I got this." And then, okay, let's do pre-trip. God, why am I forgetting this?
Oh man, we'll see. He said I got it on video too. I might put it in here. He said if I pass, we'll work for free for 3 years. So I'm looking forward to that. See what happens. All right, guys. So I took the test and it went very well. I did pass the first time. The pre-trip was perfect. I had that down pat. And then as far as the driving, I made a few minor mistakes, all of which I knew. I just got caught up in the moment. Made a few minor mistakes, but overall it went very good. So I did pass the pre-trip and the driving test the first time. Super glad just to be done with it. And it is officially a done deal. There's my new mugshot, same sweatshirt, same hat. There's my old one. There she be. All right, guys, that is a wrap. I just went in, got all the paperwork, license renewal, all the politics of getting it. So super stoked. This was on my to-do list for the year, was get my CDL, and now I got it. It's officially a done deal. So can't give enough thanks to our guy Derek, our truck driver, for teaching me and a few of our other guys everything we need to know to pass the test. So super stoked. I'm officially legal to drive our big trucks now, so I can't wait. My new one will be in the mail in a couple weeks. Hope you guys enjoyed following along this journey. It was a lot of fun. I figured I'm only gonna do it once, so I might as well document it. So that's kind of why I just kind of took you guys along for the journey. So I hope that you learned something from this. Maybe you're a little entertained. Let me know how many tries it took you to pass your tests, your CDL driving test. That's with no air brake or manual transmission restrictions. So thanks so much for watching. Remember, in order to get results no one else is getting, you gotta do things no one else is doing.